guys, and welcome back to another video. I'm in Christmas mode, as you can see. I'm with my little friend Rudolph and my little Robin in the corner. Today I've had a little mini haul, so I thought I'd show you that before I start. I'm going to do my nails today. My nails are ready, prepped with a little bit of builder gel on them because my nails are very short, my little nubby nubs, and I'm going to be popping some nails on top of those, followed by a design. So I hope you'll join me for this video, and yeah, sit back as usual, relax, grab yourself a coffee. It might be a long one, I don't know, but put your feet up and enjoy. So I had a little order on Amazon. I decided that I needed some transfer glue because I can't get my blooming foils to work. I've tried and tried and tried. So I've bought this one to try. It's Perfect Colour Nail Function Glue. I've probably got lots of nail foil gel now, but yeah, I thought I'd give that one a try. And I also bought the Savaland Tip Glue Gel and Remover. So I needed an air glue. I do actually have 5 bottles of brush on glue that I got in my last haul, but I need the remover to do that as well, to take them off. So I'm hoping that that's going to do a bit less damage on my nails when I come to taking them off. So yeah, I'm going to be giving that a go. It's the SS Pro Tip X 4.0 technology. It's rich in castor oil and vitamin E, so hopefully it should work. So we will see. I also bought some stamping plates because I haven't done stamping in a while, and a new little jelly stamper with a spreader. What do you call them? With the doodah. So yeah, so I got one of those which I needed. This came in a little set. So yeah, I'm okay with that. It was just a cheapo because I've got lots, but I don't have many stamp plates, so that's really what I wanted. So I will show you these. They've still got the blue covering on, so I hope you can see them. But yeah, I just wanted some nice patterns that I can apply maybe over some glittery gels and then, you know, chrome on top or something. I don't know. Just thought I'd give it a go. So yeah, this one's all geometric patterns with some hearts and stars. Do excuse me while I turn my phone notifications off. It's just constant. Bear with me, I'll be right back. So I'm back, guys. Let's talk about my scuzzy nails. So I've put some builder gel over my natural nails. These are the size of them. They are growing. This I cut on some cardboard this morning, so that is actually not a cuticle cut, but this I've worn away with my nail file. So yeah, my cuticles are paper thin, so I have to look after my nails, really. I have to make sure that I'm doing the right thing with them. So I want to apply some tips, but I want to be able to remove them when I want to, and to leave some builder gel behind. I don't mind if it takes some off, but at least, you know, if it's protecting my natural nail underneath. So I use the kind of cozy cocoon and Elizabeth method with my own products, with what I have. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I've gone ahead and I've etched the back of these apres tips. These are the medium stiletto and I absolutely love them. Fit me to a T. They're just like a glove. Look at that, guys. Perfect. Fit my cuticle, fit my sidewalls, everything. And yeah, I love them. So these are the ones I'm going to be using today. So first up, I've dusted them down, got rid of any excess. I'm just going to give them a little wipe with a lint-free pad and some alcohol to make sure that I've got rid of all the dust. So we'll do that first of all. It's going to sting on my cut, but hey ho, let's just give them all a really good wipe. Get right in the corners, in the edges. Obviously, I can't do anything. I've done my cuticles, but I can't do any more with them, so I'm not going to be bothering with those today. Unfortunately, that will take a couple of days to heal. It's very stingy, and these are from the file. I don't know why, but anyway, as I say, my cuticles are paper thin, as are my nails, to be fair. So yeah, unfortunately, I have to be careful about what I'm putting on them. So first up, even though I've got builder gel down. I like to put some primer on just to make sure that I've got, you know, a good bond. I am going to be using Jello so I can peel them off, but underneath that, I like to put my bonder. So I'm going to pop that on first. Don't ask me why. I just like to pop some in the middle of each nail just to make sure that they bond well. I want them to adhere for me, but I also want the nails to be able to be taken off easily. So I'm just putting some on over the top of the pre-sanded and pre-buffed nails. I've just gone over them with a 180 grit file just to make sure that, you know, that they're level for the new nails. So once I've done that, I then apply some top coat. Now I know that sounds strange, but that's what I do. And that top coat is going to be my layer that between the hard gel and the jello, so that the jello is embedded in my top coat, so it leaves, hopefully it leaves this behind. So I'm going to put my Miley No Wipe top coat polish on. Now let's do that and get that out of the way. So once I've just popped some of that on, just a thin coat of top coat. We don't wipe the inhibition layer, it is no wipe, so you know it should be okay, but I don't wipe off anything, I just leave it as it is. And it's just a little thin coat over the builder gel just to make sure that it's covered. So thanks for joining me today, guys. I just thought I'd make a little quick video. I don't normally do my own nails on camera. As you can see, I'm obviously quite embarrassed about them. It's years and years of doing nails, and medication I'm on means that my nails don't grow very well. They're very thin, as is my hair. I'm on low grade chemo, so this is what happened. But I'm okay with the stuff that I put on my nails and make sure that I use good quality products. So I'll put that to one side, and I'm just going to cook my nails in my Melody Studio lamp, which is on 65 seconds. And I know that that will cure the top gel fully. So I'll just pop them in there and I will be right back. I'm back. I've cured my gel. It's a no wipe, so there's no wiping required, no inhibition layer to worry about. And the next step is my Jello peel off base. Now this works for some people, it doesn't work for others. There is also a zombie one peel off base, but that is if you only want to keep your nails on for a day. Well, I like to keep them on a little bit longer, so I'm going with the Jello today. So I just apply a nice even coat of this on top of the top gel. Now I know that that sounds strange, but that's what we need to do. So I'm just applying a very careful top coat to my nails, and then I will cure them for 60 seconds. So I'll just do this off camera and I will be right back. So at this point, I realised I'd completely lost a whole section of videos showing me applying these tips. But it is just as well because it was a complete disaster, and I will refer to it throughout the rest of the video. Anyway, thanks guys. Back to the video. I'm just straightening up my side walls to catch any little nicks that may have been caught with the nail file. Doing a little bit of filing on the ends. I'm so unhappy with this glue, I just can't tell you. So yeah, I definitely will not be using that again. It's just everywhere, wrecked a whole lot, ruined a nail with drill bit as well. So yeah, and I mean, it's not, I'm a nail tech, I'm not an inexperienced user, so I'd imagine someone doing this who's not been trained or qualified in any way, or you know, just doing the nails at home, uses this stuff. You could end up in the hospital having to be debonded, let me tell you. It's very strong glue. My nails are adhered. I don't know, it says lasts up to 30 days with normal wear, so hopefully I get 30 days out of them, and it doesn't also take off my builder gel layer that's underneath, but we'll see. So at least they're stuck down. That's something. My backs of my nails are not very comfortable. You can see there's bits of glue stuck underneath. So yeah, I hope that's not going to interfere with any of my other application, but I was so looking forward to using these apres nails today, and it's just completely ruined my experience. So next time I will be going back to my Cocoist where I'm happy, and that's that. So I'm going to just brush those off. I'm going to change my cover on my table, and I will be right back to you, all nice and clean. So I've applied some spray on glue remover, not the Savlon one, just the one I have to hand, this one, and it's really very good. You just spray it on your hands and rub them together, and it just stops all that glue movement and takes it off your hands as well. So yeah, once again, safe to use, designed for that purpose. Pop it on, and also you can use this debonder if the tip of your nail glue gets gummed up. It's really good for that. It takes that off as well. So I highly recommend the AD1 debonder. It is fabulous. I'm not sure I like this air dry glue because it sticks to everything, and I'm not very happy at the moment. So next up, I've got my little Melody Susie drill and a little sander on the end that I've been using, so I will just continue with that, and on a medium speed I'm just going to quickly go underneath just to kind of stop any more glue from falling out. Go over these, down by the cuticle, get rid of any excess very gently. Make sure that you do this with your sanding band before you start, so it's nice and soft, it's not going to cut you. So yeah, I do all of that and I still get cuts, but that is me. Let's move this out of the way. That would be a good start. I always end up with no space on my desk. I've got so much stuff out. I've got 2 desks and they're currently full, so I'm just giving these a little buff over, ready for the next layer of gel. Just to make sure I've got no gel glue stuck to them or anything. You can use a mini one or a full size one, it's entirely up to you. I like the mini because it really gets into those little nooks and crannies, and like I say, I've filed it off so it's not going to hurt or cut. Just gently go across. I'll put my nails out of the way when I do it. And the edges, so you get a nice neat result. You see I've got some glue gel there I've just filed off. It will come off my nails, it dries quite nicely, so yeah, it's not stuck entirely. Can you see? It's not stuck really badly to my skin, but it will come off. That is why I don't like air dry glue very much. I prefer my gel. So it's up to you guys. I've now got a mess behind my nail, not happy about that. I'll have to try and get that off later. And I'll probably do that off camera, clean them up. So annoying. This one needs a bit of work done, but it's beautiful. Can you see there's a little tiny gap? Shouldn't need to do all this. This should be much easier. So no, I'm not happy with the Savlon glue. I will stick to my own method. I am now covered in it from the back of my nails and I do not like it at all. So I won't be using that again. That can go in the bin. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead, buff all these nails, and I will be right back. Look, there's glue everywhere. Not happy, bunny. So I will be right back once I've tidied these up.
So I just wanted to show you that my brand new Easy Care cuticle bit has almost been ruined by the Savland glue by doing this, because some of it isn't cured. So it's now glued to my tip and I am not a happy bunny. So to fix that, what I'm going to do is use one of these and just hold that against it to clean it. This one has teeth, so it's going to be able to get in there and get that glue off. So if you watch very carefully, you'll see that happen. I'll just use a different one. Bear with me a second, guys. I'll just get the one I had earlier. I think it may have been this one. Yeah. So just watch. All I'm doing is moving it down that on full speed. Move it down so that it removes that glue. It's on the very end of my bit. And these are not cheap. So yeah, made such a mess of my nails today. It's unbelievable. But yeah, be very careful doing this. Don't catch the skin. But yeah, you can see now I'm now cleaned up, so it's much better. Keep it moving, and it will clean all the teeth and get all that glue off and restore my bit. So yeah, I've now restored my bit and I can carry on doing this. But yeah, that's how to clean it up afterwards. Yeah, I'm not happy that I'm having to do all of this. So I'll pop that out of the way and I will turn my drill back down again because it's on full speed. Turn it down to where I'm comfortable and continue trying to clean up the back of my nails and do the cuticles, which is what it was intended for. So yeah, I will do this off camera and I'll be back in a second. Gone off camera, I've moisturised my hands, got rid of any dust, and I've dehydrated my nails, ready for the next step, which is a nice base coat. Simply because I've done so much filing, I want to make sure that I've got a nice even level surface. So I'm going to apply some of this Gin Bee Jelly Fit base gel. I don't actually have a lot of it left, but I do love this one. So I'm just going to pop some on now to give me a good base for my next step. And just wait for it to level out on its own. Just a thin coat of base gel. Like so. I'm also going to do the underbellies of my nails to make sure they're all sealed in, because I don't want any fungal infections. But I'll be using a no white top coat to do that. Just make sure I'm none on my skin. All the white areas are where that blasted glue has gotten. Very annoying. But we're going to cover that up with the next step. So for now, we just apply a nice base coat. Make sure we reach every part of that nail, because gel sticks to gel. So your next coat of colour is going to look amazing. Today we're going to use some Myth Mellow Breeze to make a nice Christmas nail. I've just been looking at some Christmas nails and found a combo that I would like to do. A combination of a few inspiring nail artists that I would like to copy. So pop that in the lamp for 65 seconds and let it cure. Now I'm going to apply no white top coat to the underbellies of each nail, just to seal everything and make sure that no water gets underneath. So for this step, I'm just going to pop some in, and it keeps them nice and smooth and dust free, and it will also get rid of some of those white marks. Not all of them, but certainly a few, which makes me feel a little bit better. So I'll just do that off camera, and once I've done all 10 fingers, I'll be right back to you. So for the ring finger, We're going to do the same again. Just a nice even layer. And we'll get that cat eye right in the middle. And then I'm going to go in with the second coat on both the thumb and the ring finger, just to make sure, and that's beautiful, just to make sure that I've got my really good strength of cat eye. I really want to show this off. Look at that, stunning. You see that, guys? Look, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right in the center, right in there where that line is. Cover it up slightly. Oops, I've lost it. One wave of the wand and it disappears. But there it is. We can bring it back again. Look, stunning. I love this polish. So beautiful. We're going to be using the glittery one as well shortly. There we go. Happy with that. Pop it under the little finger lamp and give it 60 seconds cure, and I will be right back. So once the first coat is done on both hands, I'm going to go back in with a second coat. And this is just to ensure we have good coverage for the next step, because I want the cat eye to be seen and to kind of stand out and poke through the design. Put some on here as well, but be careful to keep it out of the way while I do some with the magnet. So just thin coats. So I'm back. I now have two coats of both the glitter and the gold cat eye on my nail, on my nails right now, on the middle and the little finger. So my next step is to do some pat gel. So I have this one, which is one of my favourite little cream off-white kind of coloured patting gel. So I'm going to get my little sponge out and get ready to pat some gel onto my index finger. So this is quite a textured gel, so it can also be used for stamping apparently. I've never done that personally, but we can perhaps try it today and see what happens. But for now, I just want to put a nice layer of this onto my nails. So I'm just going to stamp away. For some reason, it's taking a bit of doing to get it out. Just bear with me. I've used this quite a bit, so yeah, we're getting some. So I'll just pop in some onto my palette. I'm going to put these to one side because I will be using them again, and I don't want to waste anything, so I'm just going to pop it to one side out of the way of any LED lamp, and we are happy with those. So next I want to put some Born Pretty matte top coat on my middle finger. And the reason for that will become clear later on. In fact, I'm also going to do my thumb and ring finger before I forget. So those three fingers, not the pinky I've got a different plan for, but those three fingers, index finger and pinky, to be left out. Just those three to have a matte top coat on. I'm thinking about using my new stamper today. Something I haven't done on my channel before. So yeah, so let's just put that on, and then I'll put everything in the big lamp. I've got two lamps on the go, so I can do them both at once. And I will be right back.
So I have had quite a bit of trouble with this video and was unable to download some files which were corrupt. So I wasn't able to show you me applying the Pat Pat gel or the glitter Mellow Breeze Myth Millow to my middle nail. So I hope you're following along, guys. And yeah, I do apologise.
Make sure I don't get it on my skin. Just give it a good coat of matte. For some reason I'm not getting. Must be getting more in the post. I've just made a big order from the Saracen, and you will see what I get in that, but I know that I've got some Zero Matte Devot coming with that order. I'm really excited about that, so hopefully in a week or so you'll be able to see what my haul is. If you do go on to the Saracen and decide to buy any Korean gels, for instance the Myth Miller one that I'm using today, you can pop in my ambassador code, which is Babylicious, and you will get an additional 10% off your order. The prices are amazing, guys. They're really good. You can alternatively go on to Pretty Yapuda if you're based in the EU. prettyyapuda.com have lots and lots of Korean gels on their site, as do koreannails.uk. .co.uk, sorry, koreannails.co.uk and prettyyapuda.com. They cover Europe, and koreannails.co.uk covers UK only. So if you buy from the European site, you may have a tariff to pay if you're based in Britain or out with the EU. If you're within the EU, you're fine. If you're within the UK, I would advise that you go to koreannails.co.uk or thesaracen.com. There will be no tariffs and no customs or duties charges for those. My code for Pretty Yapuda and koreannails.co.uk, sorry, is Maggie10, MAGGIE 10, and I will put it up in the corner for you to see. So I'm going to be working alongside, I'm very excited, going to be working alongside prettyyapuda.com and koreannails.co.uk to bring you an additional discount of 10% when you use Maggie10 in your coupon code. So good luck with that, guys. I have done my matte top coat, so you can see those are lovely. They're all matte now, apart from the pinky, and we are ready for the next step in the nail art. So this is a bit of a long video today, but we've covered quite a lot of ground. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the next step and bring these nails to life. So next step is just to rub with your finger some gold over the stamping. So I want that checked effect with some gold chrome on. It'll only stick to where you've put the stamping gel, like that, and then just brush it off any excess, and the check should show up like so. So you have that faint checks design underneath. It's just a texture, a hint of check. So I'm going to do the same with the other ones. I just rub the gold chrome. So just remove any stray chrome with the little sponge and it will come off like so. You've got that hint of check just in the nail. You must excuse my cuticles, they're so bad. They're so painful today actually with all the rubbing, but never mind. I'm used to it by now. So we put those out of the way. I'm quite happy with that effect. It is more prominent on this nail than it is on the others, perhaps because I put less stamping gel on. But I think that's what happens. So now that that's been done, I want to protect it with a no white top coat. So I'm going to go back in with the no white top coat, but actually I'm going to use a cheaper one because I don't want to contaminate that one. Bear with me a second. So this is a Born Pretty no white top coat. It's in a refill bottle, so excuse the mess of the bottle, but this one cures beautifully. It's lovely and thick, and I don't mind it getting contaminated because I'll just set up another bottle. It's fine. Use this for everything. In fact, I've used this to put my nail tips on with and they lasted ages. I was well impressed. So because we don't want that nail to become too thick, just put a thin layer over the top, like that. And cure it for 60 seconds. I'm just going to use my other lamp I've got here. I have so many lamps and things on my desk. At the moment, it's an absolute disgrace. I would never work like this, but yeah, I'm usually at my other desk. This is just because I'm filming today. I'll just touch something. Pop that back on. Well, these are not particularly Christmas nails, but they could be taken for Christmas nails from the design that I'm doing. You will find that out shortly. So I'll be back once I've done that to both hands. So next up, I'm going to do some painting. I'm going to go over these checks and just accentuate a few of the lines so they show up a little bit more. So I've brought out some painting gels. I've got this one, which is a lovely sparkly liner gel, which is just going to add a nice accent. And I have some of these which I've not used in a long time, and they are lovely, and I don't know if I can paint with them, but I'm going to have a go. There's these lovely ethereal, you know, colours. They're just beautiful. They're stunning. And so I have found a gorgeous yellow. So I thought I might use some of that. I don't know, because I've got the gold. I may use this one. I think I probably will. It's the gorgeous nude, which will add a nice sheen. I also have I think it's a silvery white or white, one of the two. So that's kind of, that's got blue in it. I'm not that keen. So I don't think I'll be using that one. I'll put that back in the box. This little box, I did get that from AliExpress a long time ago and I've not really used them. And this one is the white, so it's this beautiful pearly white. So yeah, so I'm thinking that perhaps I could use these with my liner brushes and just have a go at accentuating the stripes before I go on to the next step. So I'm kind of liking these colours. What do you think, guys? This one will have to go on my tray. My little. Let's see if I can get some. I don't want anything too much sparkly. This is a kind of muted gold. I've got another one that's a bright brassy colour gold, and I don't like it quite as much as this. I don't know what brand this is. It is Mowbray nail art gel. So I think that's quite a good brand. So yeah, I got that ages ago, so I'm not sure what it is. I will get my nice liner brushes, which I love. So that one is a 14, that's a 9. 14. Yeah, we'll try a 14mm liner brush. Let's see how we get on with that. This can wait to one side for now. So let's try some yellow first. Let's see, I'm not sure if this is a painting gel or not, if I can use it as such. I'm not entirely sure, it's quite gloopy. Let's see. Okay, it does quite a nice line. We'll give that a go. Yeah, we could always take it off if it doesn't work. So I think what I'll do is I'll give the nail. So now that I've finished with the yellow and I've cured it under the lamp 35 seconds just, I'm going to do the next layer. Now the next one will be the kind of beigey top layer. So give it a little mix. Bring some up, load on your brush and just pop it onto the palette like so, like that. And that is where you start to make your lines with your brush. It doesn't matter if your brush has gone a bit wonky. It will sort itself out. You see, with the weight of the gel, it brings it back down. It's because it's so slim. I mean, if you want, you can use a smaller brush. I would actually prefer a smaller length to do this with. But once again, we're going to do the same again. Apply some lines onto the nail just to make sure they stand out. If this doesn't work, this colour, I will try a different one. So I've got plenty nudes that I could be using, so we'll just give it a go. So I just want a little nude check line in here. So when you do one across, always do one down the opposite way so you know where you're at. I think I'll go next to this one here and just do a big line going into nothing. I don't want to lose that definition that I've got. I'm basically following the check that I stamped on earlier. This is purely because I don't feel that it took on enough. And I'm not happy with this nude gel, so I'm going to wipe that one off. I think it's not standing out enough for me. I want a darker gel, so I've got an idea. So let me just wipe that off. I've got 1,000 wipes today. I'll clean my brush. Take that off. That's fine. Coming up nicely. It is giving me texture as well on my nail, which is really nice. I'm enjoying that. So I'm going to put that one away because that is not going to work, and neither is the white one. I think they're too thick to do that with. So we'll do the gold one in the meantime before it cures on my palette, and then I will use a darker one. I want a darker nude. So I take those off my palette, those colours, and put them in the bin. I know that the gold one works, so I'm quite happy with that. Let me just wipe this off. All these gels I've got on my palette here. To be honest, I'm just winging it today and deciding what to do as I go along. I've got a vague design in mind, but nothing too set in stone, if you like. Some of these gels have actually cured onto my palette, which I'm not happy about. But never mind, I will clean that off later. Just cure it a bit longer and it peels off quite easily. Lots of glitter everywhere. Not too chuffed. Right. So let me go and get some nice nude colours that are more dense than what I'm using at the moment. I'll be right back. Keep my hands up as well as I go. So I've got these two gels. This is from the Winter Latte collection by Kemi. This might be more dense, a brown to use. Yeah, it seems much better, more what I'm looking for. So I want that brown. And then we have a lighter mink colour. I don't know if I'll use this as well, but it's a totally different shade. And it's pretty. I like it, sort of grey beige colour. Really nice. So let's have a go with these and see what happens. So like I said, I'm just winging it today. I'll try this one first. Just pull it out so you've got a little line. And then apply it wherever you want. That's better. I like it. So just doing a little line. It goes away into nothing. One there and one there, and that will do. Because the first gel I laid down was textured, I've got a line I can follow next to it easily. So that's that one. Maybe put another one down here, I think, as well. Just to kind of fill that area in. That looks nice, I like it. Okay, and this one, I will do one this way. Look at that, that's nice. I like that. Pretty. Then one down this way. Quite a thick line. Yeah. And then I am going to do another one this way. Just follow that line as best as you can with your other hand. So I tell you, I'm really loving these apres nails. They're so comfortable. My cuticles are singing to me, but that's nothing abnormal for the state of my nails are in. So yeah, they're not happy with all of the alcohol that I've been using. So that isn't good. I'll just flip it another one down here, slightly thinner line, and maybe one down the middle, just so it can be seen, just a random line following the pattern. And then this one, just get that line again so I don't have any blobbies. Pull it out. And then one more going down this way with a little gap. It's a bit shaky, Max. So remember, Winter Latte was a PR gift from Pretty Puda, not Pretty Puda, from the Saracen.com, and it's quite cheap. It's 6 gels and they're absolutely stunning. They can be mixed, you can do what you want with them. They're absolutely gorgeous. You do all sorts of effects. I love them. They're pretty colours, syrup gels, so they're easily ombre into each other. And I just adore them. So I've wiped off my brush and I'm now going to go back into under the lamp for 35 seconds for each hand, and then I will be right back. LED Susie fold out lamp. It's really good. It works. It's cordless. I've done a review on this. It's cordless. It does your thumb separately. You can do both hands. It is compact and easy to use, and it does all your nails really well. So yeah, I'm using that a lot. You can see the mess of my table, which is quite funny, but never mind. I've got everything out today. So yeah, this is the lamp that I'm using, and I highly recommend it because it's at the right nano ohms to cure any gel that you put under it. So yeah, you've got to make sure that your gels are cured properly, guys. So next up, I'm going in with a darker line. I have given this brush a wipe in between, so I just want a little one line of this on each nail, just to once again bring out the colour. So I'm going to do one going one way, like so, just to give that checked effect, and one going the other way. And I don't want too much of this on because then it becomes too saturated, if you like. So same on this one, I just want one stroke one way and one stroke the other, and that is it. That was quite thick. Not that keen on that one. I'll take that off. Right off. So I'll do that again. So that one was too thick. I want to make it thinner this time. That's better. One gone across here. Just thin that out. That one goes up into nothing, just fades away. So this one is slightly darker than the other colour. There we go. So once again, 35-second cure. And I'm liking this. I think these are going to turn out quite pretty after all. So I'll be right back. So next, we're going back to our cat eye because I'm going to have it on this nail. And we're going to paint a couple of big bows and outline them in the sparkly gold that we used. And we're going to use our magnet and all sorts. So it's going to be nice and bring the design together a little bit more. Make sure I've got plenty on my palette. And we're going to do one nail at a time, so bear with me, guys. We're going to leave these for the time being because I have a plan for those and these ones, but right now I want to paint a bow. So back to my 9mm brush, just get plenty on there, and to paint the bow we need 2 triangles. Like so. Another one here. I hope you can see. I'll try and zoom in for you. This is the Myth Millow taste, and although it's not showing at the moment, it will in a second. You do this bow in several sections. So first of all, put down your 2 triangles like so. Have them draping down the nail. And then you get your magnet, and we want to bring up those particles so they show up like this. And then we're going to flash cure that, and we're going to go over the top and do the same again so that it stands up slightly. Just make sure we've got some visible cat eye so we can see where we're at. There we go. So let's flash cure that very quickly. Just a few seconds. Stop. And then we go back in again with the same gold colour, and we do another layer. Wish me luck, guys, doing this on my other hand. Get my magnet out once again and bring the ribbon to life. Like that. So I want it to glow. Working the lamp just for a few seconds to cure, and then we'll do the ribbon. We'll get a full cure at the end. So for the ribbon, I'll first do the middle dot here. Then I'm going to come down here like so and just make a little line. And I think this is much better than a fake bow, stick-on bow, because you've done this yourself and it's so simple. So obviously next up is the wand. Use the wand, make sure it exposes your little ribbon so you can see what you're doing when you come back down it again. So with that, just pop there, and then as soon as you've done that bit, pop it straight back into the lamp, or you lose them like I have just. There we go. So straight back in the lamp for a few seconds, and then we can go back over it once it's down on the nail. So take them off, put some more on my middle centerpiece, and I'm going to come back down here and follow the little line that I made before. I don't want to make any mistakes here. I want to come back down exactly the same line, exactly the same way. It is a very thin line, so I don't want to lose it somewhere. There we go. Like that. White brush off, put it to the side. Magnet like this. Just trying to get it to show up. And if it's not shown up, you could just go over it again, it's fine. So I seem to have lost my kite. Just go back in a bit more. Just having a little go down it again. Respread them out. back in with the magnet. There we go. Can you see? And that's brought them back.
I'll give that a full cure for 35 seconds. Wipe my brush off. Sorry, it's 60 seconds cure after that. So I will be back once I've done that curing.
Then you do the same with the other hand. So first of all, you do your 2 triangles, like so, and bring them to life.
Pop them into the lamp for a few seconds, and then go over it a second time. I'll get some more gel on my palette. Should be enough for that bowl. Time with a 9mm brush. Go in with another coat this time, a little bit thicker. So now I'm going to grab another bit of gold and to do the centre, because I want a definitive ball in the centre. There we go. I'm just going to use that and stick it in the lamp. So I can do that. Find its little shush point. There we are. Really want that one to stand out. The next step is to outline the bowl, the bow in gold. I never said the bold in gold, but yeah, the bow in gold, just to let it stand out a little bit, because it's against a glittery background as well, and I don't feel that it's standing out enough. I'm just going to outline it slightly, just give it some definition, like so. The tails also. How I'm going to do this on my other hand, I have no clue. These nails have taken me hours and hours. I started yesterday. I put my hard gel on yesterday, to be fair. I decided I was going to have little nubbies for Christmas, but that idea lasted all of 5 minutes. So I was scrolling today and found these amazing styles, and I was just like, I've got to do something. I can't leave them like that, not for Christmas. It's not right. Put a little line there as well, just to make the bowl look bunched up. There you go. I look good in that. I'm not touching it again. The next step will be a top coat, so I will do that hand and then I will do the other hand and I'll be right back.
So before I top coat, I now want to pop some little gems on, just on a couple of nails, just to kind of finish off the set and bring it all together. And when I saw this charm, I fell in love with it, and I've never had a chance to put it on, but I think it just goes perfect today with this set, because it's all cozy checks and glitter. And it's Christmas, why not put a teddy bear on? And it's got a lovely little dangly bit that I want to set free. I do not want to glue that down, so I've got to keep that away. And he is shaped for the nail. A bit big on my nail, but who cares? And I'm just going to cure him under the lamp. And you can see that little dangly bit, which will probably bug the life out of me, but I'm going to have it. How pretty and how cute is that? With these little checks, all of it. So I'm just going to cure that quickly. and I will be right back. Just giving it a quick flash cure. And then for my ring finger, of course, I'm going to have something on my ring finger. I'm going to have a big old blob of the Vendini Stone Gel and just popping it right in the middle of those checks. So I'm only putting something on the check nails. I haven't done anything for the pinky, but that's how I like it. I don't want to put anything on. So I want that big blob to get off my brush and on my nail. Thank you very much. And so this one is this beautiful kind of iridescent flower. I've had these on before and I love them. And they do catch because they sit quite high around the nail, but I don't care. And I'm just going to press that in right in there into where the cuticle is so that it sits nicely. I'm going to pop some gel around it also just to support it a little bit, and I'm going to give that a flash cure. Careful not to get any gel on my skin, because I think it just finishes off that space nicely. Now I know these aren't everybody's taste, but I love them. They're different, they're not the same, and I like them. So that's all that matters really. So I'll just give this a quick flash cure out of the way. So guys, without me tidying up, this is the finished result. I know my cuticles look absolutely shot, but I've got some of this Nail Couture Max number 5, which is a moisturizer treatment essence oil. It's got a sanitizer in it as well, and it is lush. So I'm just going to give it a shake. It's got all these sakura flowers inside. I am putting it on my cuticles and on my hands. It is just stunning. I love the smell of it. It's strawberry. I'm going to give my hands a nice spa day very soon and sort out these pearly cuticles. So I'm just applying this quite liberally. I would normally wouldn't apply this much oil, but I'm also putting my glue to the test and getting all the bits off my hands at the same time. So yeah, it's lovely. This is really nice. So yeah, so this is my hands. So I've got teddy bears and checks on there. Let me see if I can get better light. It seems that the light is kind of not as good. So I've got so much crap on my desk that I need to clean up now. It's going to take me about 3 days to clean up. Let's see if that's a bit better. They look very gold. They're not that gold, they're pale gold, the teddy bears. So they look very fake in the camera light, but they're actually not in real light. These I'm loving. We've got this kind of baroque design that just hits the light. This one, we've got a little bow that comes up when it feels like it. Can you see? It has a little mag gel bow. My cuticles look very sore under that, but they're not. They're actually not. They've just got blood supply going around them because I've been at them all day. This one is checked with a nice rose flower, Tudor rose in the middle, and this one's just glitter. So yeah, in a couple of days they'll be healed up and they'll be perfect, and I will show you that in the few days to come. I will give you an update on a quick post, but for now, those are my over the top Christmas nails. In the meantime, if you've made it this far, thanks guys. I have got such a mess to clean up, you would not believe. I've got 2 desks full of crap everywhere. Even my drawers are out, they've had to be cleaned up. It's just a nightmare. But yeah, Merry Christmas everybody. Thanks for being with me and for supporting me throughout the year. It's really appreciated. I hope you like my nails. I'm not sure I like them yet, but hey ho, we'll see. And maybe I'll change them up in the next couple of days. But it depends on how my cuticles fare. I think I'm going to leave them for a little while. I'm going to try and wipe some of this oil into my skin and get cleaned up, and I'm done for the day. So thanks guys for joining me today. It's been a pleasure, and I hope you enjoy your day. Bye guys.